Travis Wayne Goodsell. Oh man. I just finished watching Castle. They were setting it up to be a tragedy. Oh man. So yeah, I broke down. At the ending. So despite the episode just before this final one with the naked twister, oh man, and the Antichrist, which gave me some more ideas for videos. The Jews in Israel, or who believe in the restoration of the land of Israel to the Jews, are split dichotomously into two positions. One position is that they believe they have to wait for the Messiah to come and give the order to build the temple. Then the other camp, as I'm sure you probably have figured, are the ones that believe that they need to build the temple, then the Messiah will come. There's other Jews who've migrated to America who have believed that the United States was going to be the New Jerusalem. This was the position of the Smiths, that the Church of Christ, that Joseph Smith called it, was going to be the preparations for the Messiah. They knew the dates of his arrival, as it was put in the Book of Mormon, and so the whole thing was to prepare for the latter days and the battle against the enemy, who wants to build their own kingdom of Lucifer, technically, taking away of agency, authoritarianism, terrorism, extortion, crime, and yet they are under the impression that it would be an awesome place to live. They instill fear in people. So the church now knows of, and knows that Mormons know of, Independence, Missouri, and Adam-on-Diamond. Adam-on-Diamond is believed in tradition to be the place for the big priesthood gathering, where priesthood keys are given back to Jesus, the Christian God, with a Mormon twist. And then Independence, Missouri would be the place of the temple. But there's a problem, because if Mormons understood astronomy, they would understand the dates as the Smiths did. And Mormons should all be asking, why are we not building the temple? Where's the Messiah? What's going on? Instead, you have Mormons who are creating new doctrine so that they don't have to go through the mental shock that is staring all Mormons directly in their face. Of the inverted pentagram at Temple Square, and of President Russell M. Nelson keeping church, temple, missions opened, as Nelson participated in the slaughter of over 500,000 Americans. And are we over 1 million or 2 million worldwide? I think it'd be 2 million, wouldn't it? Let's do a quick check. I'm still trying to recover from the series finale of Castle. Yeah, over 2.5 million. So yes, Charlton Heston's words at the end of Planet of the Apes is fully appropriate for right now. God damn you all to hell. And so I've been thinking about that concept, because I know all about it. And so do I wait for some event to take place where we would have to flee and resettle and build Zion? Because if you hadn't noticed, nobody listens to me. Nobody cares what I have to say. Nobody believes. As there are still the majority of Mormons of active nature here in Utah. It's below 50% now, but the highest percentage of active Mormons are here in Utah. Or do I just build it myself? I know exactly how to do it. This is the design that I was going to do for YouTube. As you can see, it's a massive undertaking. There's a lot to go over, and we're running out of time. But again, if there is no event and everybody backs off of me and lets me do the work, that's not likely to happen, is it? Those of you who are the cause of my trouble, who purposely listen to everything so that you can be updated on what I know and such. But yeah, it's the interim period. There were supposed to be a follow-up strike, which never happened. But that's common. That's part of the deception. You know, you let a date out, and then you actually follow through, and then everybody's shocked because they didn't believe that the date would actually come true. And so the 6th of January happened as they had planned. But now, the intelligence people, police and all that, they're now saying that there's other dates, and one has already come and gone with nothing. I did those videos of that evening and of that morning. Nothing. They didn't do it. They were supposed to take over every single state capital, and they just, nope, we're not doing it. You know, maybe it was because they were in shock that Trump actually got defeated. I mean, did you guys not read your Bible? Lucifer himself. The question is asked, you're the guy that made the world tremble? It's like finding out that Danny DeVito is behind it all. You? You have a foul mouth, but you? Seriously? Trump is that same way. It's easy to shame and humiliate Trump. Everybody's been doing it. Diaper Dawn. That in and of itself. And when you understand why he's Diaper Dawn, then you can keep on going. Oh, so you're with Moscow Cocaine Mitch, are you? Are you sure that baby is Jared's? It's easy. Nobody needs to fear Trump. And yet, people are putting on a show. Mike Lee is now wanting to be the front runner for sticking up for Trump, and he's going to be at CPAC, or if that's not today or whatever. He's Mormon. He knows better. And yet, I guess he doesn't, because he was raised up by an ancestor who slaughtered innocent women and children who were just wanting to move west to find a place to live. My whole life I have been abused by Mormons, especially since moving to Utah. My own parents, my own wives. Yes, we all are polygamists still. If you are not Mormon or ex-Mormon, and you're like, I was just trying to find out about the church, they still practice polygamy? No. The fact that there are so many divorces in the church means there's something wrong with the teachings of the leaders of the church. But yet they blame us. You know, they blame Mormons when Mormons do what they've been conditioned and educated by the leaders to say and to do. And so I hear Mormons justify crime, abuse, bullying, all because of the incitement by the leaders of the church. Just the bishop, you're making the leaders of the church look bad by publishing that Joseph is a translator. F. Michael Watson, former secretary to President Gordon B. Hinckley, wanted me excommunicated because I said, hey, I deciphered Paleo-Hebrew, Joseph is a translator. The church paid to have me indefinitely incarcerated. No trial, thanks to 9/11 and the Patriot Act. Not even a defense. Not even a hearing. I was betrayed by a former companion on my mission, Mark Augustine. Again, because he had been incited by the church. He was specifically sent there to make sure that he is the one who reported me to the judge so that I would be indefinitely detained. And the person that the judge got to give the recommendation, the church paid them. The whole state is corrupted because the church controls everyone. That's why they're trying to have me assassinated. They failed time and time again. So again, do I just go forward with this video playlist series that I would have to have it arranged on the homepage so that people can reference them? Because if you just go to the videos, they'll be out of order. Well, YouTube will recommend them to you out of order, and then the videos you'll have to scroll down to find the first one. And so playlists and having the playlist put on the homepage would be the best way. But I mean, seriously, the church is not going to establish Zion. They're not going to build the temple. They have no intention of doing it, and only if they do it, it would be for the purpose of deceiving Mormons. Because they don't own the land in Missouri. They need that land destroyed so that they can then come in and say, oh, look at this, Mormons. Here it is. We're fulfilling prophecy. And then they'll have the two things, and Mormons' speculations will come true. Oh, we're going to have special mission assignments to build Zion. The rest of you are staying here in Utah with the pollution of the air, the soil, and the water, and the authoritarianism, taking away your agency. As my mother told me in high school, this is the best economy that there is, and I disagreed. And sure enough, I have a better economy. It's white supremacy that says that slavery is the best economy. Because that's what we have. But we don't call it slavery anymore. We don't call them plantations. We call them corporations. But that's what the church is. It's a slavery plantation. As they took female hostages, sexually trafficking them out of the nation into Mexico territory. So, yeah, I'm realizing that without the ability to get people to join, which I'm not asking for money. I will never ask for money. My new economy, no money. Amazing. That's the first thing that conservatives ask. is how are we going to pay for it? If it's free, how are we going to pay for it? It's not communism. Communism has money. Don't be deceived that they don't want money. They control the money with a socialist republic so that they in government get taken care of and live a lavish lifestyle as the people suffer. Nope. My system is completely different. So, what do? I'm seriously concerned that I will end up like Ether and Moroni. I don't even think I'd have Waters of Mormon people, followers of Alma. But, yeah, when you understand the Jewish position, they have to deal with that mosque sitting on the ruins of former temples. Because they know that if they were to remove the mosque, all hell would break loose. Because Islam, they don't give a damn who was underneath on the ruins of their mosque. You have to stay away from their mosque. And there's far more of those of Islam than there are of Jews. Although the Jews are better at war tactics. But we're talking about a David and Goliath situation, not too dissimilar from me versus the church. So, if you're not following, we have until 2024. It's unclear as to whether the actual weekend before that Monday will be the event that the enemy is planning, of which we were supposed to have Bountiful and the temple for the Messiah to appear to, and then ask Nephi, where's the records of Samuel? It shouldn't be for me. It's not supposed to be here until Sunday. It's probably the cleaners, I guess. Or whether they're going to wait until the election. But we're getting reports that there's going to be they're going to destroy the Capitol building. You know, like an Independence Day, blowing it up. Whenever Biden gives his, yeah, that's what I thought. It's not for me. State of the Union for the first time. But again, they didn't do it the last time. And that's what they do, is they cause fear so that you're always on edge. You're always overprotecting. That's why we have to lock our doors. Is because of the fear strategy. You know, one person in the neighborhood gets robbed and everybody is forced to lock their doors. And cops blame people if they don't lock their doors. Well, you should have locked your door there's nothing we can do unless we find the person who did it and all the stuff. But no, life's tough for you, huh? You'll just have to spend more money to protect yourself. That's the postman. I wonder if the judge in the Amazon case against me has finally responded after 2 weeks. But, yep, that's how they rule. And that's supposed to be a great society to live in, as everybody has to be suspicious of everyone else. Everyone has to live in fear. We have viruses that we're forced to take vaccines for the rest of our lives, because mutant strain after mutant strain keeps rising up because they allowed it to spread and escalate to such an extreme. But that was the weapon that we were warned about. As I did the Pegasus video the other day, talking about Chimera, they knew exactly what they were doing. And they purposely planned this. And the news, the liberal media at least, is saying, oh, conspiracy theories, we need to stop. We need to listen to the science. Well, yeah, liberals don't always adhere to the science, just as Republicans don't always adhere to the science. They only adhere to science when it condemns the other. Science is not used universally. So, yeah, that's why I tried to get my website going, because I was going to try to do all this on the website, but church shut it down. Huh, that's strange. I'm doing all this, then the church buys out my website, and then shuts me down. Huh. Sure, it's just a coincidence. Had nothing to do with all of the pictures that I was making and posting that showed up on every single Google search. Yeah, I just, it's overwhelming when you're the only person who can do it. There was one guy who commented saying that he was a trucker and that he believed me, and I told him, if the event does occur as the reports were saying for the Capitol riots, I've been doing the videos telling everybody to go down to the intersection where the 70 interstate goes cross country. There's a little county store or little town store or whatever down there. There's like the Green River or something right at that crossroads. But if they're just going to be playing games with us and torturing us for the next few years, what to do. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I gave the FBI detailed information. They only allowed 200 characters, or 2,000 or whatever. I think it was just 200. Then I tried to communicate with Biden, and still nothing. Nobody's acting on these tips of terrorism. Because that's what this is. This is an act of terror. So yeah, do I just build the temple myself, and if I build it, they will come? And with what money would I build it with? So that's the whole problem. The guy owned the field. And then you get supernatural ghosts that are able to physically play ball in the real world. Oh, it's all real, Travis. Or do I wait for an event to actually occur? Because now they're saying that 6th was just a training exercise. And so when are they planning it? We have 3 years. Are they going to do it before then, so that they can rise up in 2024 with the whole survivors and say, okay, we're now establishing authoritarianism, just like in The Postman with Kevin Costner, as they go and collect tribute from other surviving villages. And Tom Petty, the leader of his California, did you know I was a postman before the church, when the church had me locked up without a justice system? Which in and of itself is a federal crime, because state officials can't go after federal officials. I was literally a federal official. Contractor, but nonetheless. I had to have the official badge and shirt. But the church doesn't care. Alrighty. So that's just my thinking process right now. Is I can't muster up an army. It's too late for that. That's what Joseph Smith was wanting to do. To get the elders of Zion, so that when they attack, Mormons would have been ready. But nope, we have Mike Lee instead, who called Trump Captain Moroni.